This is TWiT.
Microsoft, Meta, and others are founding a Metaverse Open Standards Group. Apple and Google, notably, not yet members. They will focus on pragmatic, action-based actions like hackathons.
You couldn't even get through it.
Like hackathons. Wow, now you're talking. And prototyping tools for supporting common standards. They also want to develop a consistent terminology for the metaverse.
Well, who wants to trademark it?
Right. Yeah. World Wide Web Consortium is involved. I don't know, though. It doesn't sound like a standards body kind of thing if you're saying, well, we just have to agree on the words. It's not like you're saying, let's be interoperable, which is really what I would expect. You don't want to be, oh, you're going to join a metaverse, but you got to decide which one. Is it Meta's? Is it Apple's? Is it Google's? Is it Microsoft's? Whose metaverse you're going to be in? Because
that's what I thought.
It's messaging all over again, right? Where you've got these silos, but it doesn't look like that's what they're going to be working on. You might be excited about this. Also joining NVIDIA, Qualcomm, the makers of the chips, the hardware, Sony, Unity, the software used widely by Metaverse creations, and Lamina One, which is a blockchain payments startup co-founded by Neil Stephenson.
Oh. Yeah.
Yay.
Just don't have him right about it. This will be waiting forever and ever to get the conclusion.
I'm a little disappointed in Neil, I have to say.
It'll take months to clear a transaction.
Well, the good news is no transactions will ever finish, so you never know. Snow Crash author Neil Stephenson, and by the way, Termination Shock author Neil Stephenson, is building a free metaverse called Lamina One. He actually was, I think he's one of the main reasons all these people want to make a metaverse, because Snow Crash described such an incredibly interesting metaverse. He was really the very first to do it, I think, and a lot of people were inspired by that.
That's great.
Yeah, he certainly in Cryptonomicon he talks about cryptography, so it's not surprising that he might be interested in cryptography. The project describes itself as a free metaverse aimed at helping get artists and other value creators paid properly for their work. So we like that. Helping the environment. It'll be provably carbon negative. That's one of the big issues people have with cryptocurrency is.
So how do you do that?
I don't know. And you're asking me? I host a podcast. I don't know this stuff. And seeing a truly open metaverse gets built. And see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Instead of seeing the metaverse vision co-opted by monopolies. Okay?
So that takes us back to silos then, right?
No, it takes us away from silos. A truly open metaverse getting built instead of seeing it co-opted by monopolies, instead of having Meta, Apple.
Web 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's what?
Okay.
Web 5.
Web 5. That's the Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey, yeah.
Thing we tried to show you the PowerPoint, but we got hopelessly lost somewhere in the middle.
So this is not Facebook's vision. Well, let's think about this, right? If you're going to do a metaverse, there's so many layers you could be open at, right? You could have all your hardware work together. You could have like one or two operating systems on which you build things. Do you want to have the same vector kind of models for things so you could interchange like art from one place to another, right? So that's us. But then if you think about that,
they don't want
where
that.
do you make money?
Right.
So, I mean, in somewheres, we used to like build all the way up and it was super cool, right, on the web. And then we got kind of too aggressive and built too far down, and then we had no interoperability. So I think we'll probably move a little bit kind of in the middle here. And maybe that's what this will be, but I have my doubts. I think everyone just joined it for publicity.
The other thing that Lamina One, Stevenson's thing is saying is not merely a kind of a standard format for stuff. By the way, those formats exist. There's, Apple's USDZ, which is an open format. There are a lot of formats for 3D objects, so that's not so hard. But payments, There can't be a Meta buck and a Google buck and a Microsoft buck. There should be one common payment platform, and that's why he's saying you need blockchain, because there needs to be one decentralized way of accounting so that
You don't need a decentralized payment platform for the metaverse. A credit card processor works just fine.
Well, that's what Cory Doctorow said, isn't it, when he was on TWiT? He said, we're solving all these things that we already have solutions for that are perfectly sane and sensible and work. Anyway, you can, if you're interested in Lamina One, you can join their Discord.
Every time you say that, I think you're saying humana.
Humana One. Hey, why don't you and I start a cryptocurrency called Humana?
Yeah.
It's going to the moon.
To the moon.
All right, I'm going to join Lamina One because why not? There's only 3,000 members, so this is
You can add it to your Mastodon.
You're getting in early. I'll add it to my Mastodon. Let's see. So anyway, that, I don't know. We'll have to watch and see what this, Metaverse Open Standards group is up to. The W3C is involved, which is a good sign, the World Wide Web Consortium.
Okay.
So to Stacey's point, if I buy my designer clothes on the Facebook Metaverse,
Can you wear them
can I wear them
in the
on
Microsoft
the
Metaverse? Good question. Right now,
If it's a
no one
standard,
knows,
yeah, right?
because it's all
now
made up.
Well, no,
Facebook is going to
so
let you
that's what
buy
people
designer
think.
clothes.
Right.
People think that's a standard, right? But you would have to standardize on so many different, like that's all the way up at the, application layer.
Right.
Yep.
Like even beyond the normal application. So like part of this that gets so, it's like marketing BS is like, oh, we'll create a standard. And they may. But the tech standard and the consumer understanding of a standard are very different. And
Also,
frustratingly so.
and a standard, especially as like somebody like the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, who sets the standards for HTML5 and all sorts of web standards that we all use. I mean, that's a very complicated technical thing. You want all the stakeholders involved in the conversation. It's not clear to me that this is exactly what they're trying to do. By the way, Apple's not a member, as I mentioned. Google's not a member. Niantic, which is doing, probably the most aggressive right now, AR stuff, Pokemon Go. And Roblox, the other one that's huge. None of them are members. Maybe they'll
You
join
need
later.
Unicode fashion. Unicode luxury
that's
fashion.
what you need.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
For the metaverse.
Exactly. IKEA
We do have a
is part
story
of
in
it.
here that you can buy now designer fake clothes. This is
Yes.
consumerism gone to its extreme.
Well, are they fake if Balenciaga says they're not?
Yeah. I mean, that's just art. If you think of fashion as art, then they're just doing art in 2 or 3D for the metaverse. I mean,
Yeah. No, this is
is it
gonna
silly?
this is
People
gonna
pay for
happen.
it today.
It happened on Second Life, as you said the words Linden dollars. It happened in Second Life.
It happens in Minecraft and
Yeah.
what's that
Fortnite,
one?
absolutely.
Thank
It's
you.
huge. It's billions and billions of dollars. Meta is launching a digital clothing store where you could purchase outfits for your avatar from designers like Balenciaga, Prada, and Tom Brown. They're involved.
Oh, I recognize the Tom Brown ones.
The one with the stripes?
At the edge. The gray one. The
stripey?
super tailored outfits.
Yeah. That's Tom Brown for sure.
That looks like somebody who got fired from United Airlines. And
It does look like a stewardess outfit.
Tom Brown's clothes are amazing. Do not mess with it.
Okay.
oh, yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about
Take your word for it.
Balenciaga?
I don't like Balenciaga.
No. And then the middle one is Prada. It looks like,
I like Prada, but
tennis.
they don't fit me.
We're going to play tennis.
I'm too old for
Is there
Prada.
a Champion or Russell on there?
No, not yet. But, I can
Oh,
Can
you're
imagine.
so plebeian.
There will. Nike. I'm sure there will. They're holding out. They're waiting to see who the big metaverse is, and they want to
Yeah,
go with
of course.
They want to go with the winner.
Yeah. Blu-ray versus HD DVD.